Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to a episode of Change Starts With Us, Ohio, Pro Board Preparation Edition. Um, I myself went before the Pro Board many times and never got a parole. And the last time I had 18 months, if I didn't even want one at that point because I would be off of parole if I got a parole. So a lot of people don't understand there is things that you can do to prepare for a parole hearing, as well as the inmate preparing. One thing the family members can start doing 6 months before they actually go to the parole board is start getting support letters. Try to get people that actually know the individual very good, pastors, former teachers, friends, and also try to locate a job for him and have them write a letter, living arrangements if possible, and I think all that does help. But about 2 months prior to the individual going to the parole board, the family member can call the parole board up themselves and request a family meeting, a family conference. You can take 3 people with you for that. This is where you have the chance and opportunity to prepare your case to the parole board. And don't take what they say very seriously, because a lot of times they're going to say what you want them to say. It's sad. We have a pro board that consists of 12 people, has over $1 million salary, where they could cut that in half, put the rest of the money into reentry or housing for people when they get released. But they want to keep adding new pro board members that just aren't doing their job. They're getting away with it. We all heard that when they were appointing the 4 people, they were going to be transparent. And we were promised there was going to be an inmate advocate by the governor's legislative aid. Never came into existence. They never even appointed someone, that could be an inmate advocate. But they have a victim's advocate, which I'm for, but give us a chance to have our side up there as well. I was, let's continue on the preparation plan though. At the time the inmate goes to the pro board, which is usually 2 months after the family conference, he'll walk in the room. You'll have 7 pro board members that's going to be through Skype there talking to you. Sometimes they're drinking their coffee, getting up, walking out, talking amongst themselves, not listening. I don't know if it's still happening. It was happening when I was locked up, and we've got a lot of complaints just recently. If they only talk about your conduct, your crime, you're probably not going to get a parole. Those that they talk a lot about the reentry plan and stuff like that have a chance. And you can file a grievance, by the way. A lot of people don't know it. You can file a grievance. It's different than an appeal. An appeal is where you have to come up with something that has never been presented to the parole board. The only one that really gets away with whatever they want is the prosecutor, which should have nothing to do with the parole hearing. He already presented his case in court. So why is he coming to the parole board hearing stopping people when they have a right to receive a parole, especially if their conduct approves of it? So when he goes in, he has to have the majority of the votes to even get a parole there. But they're given paroles on site. I mean, the day that they go to the parole board, there's a on or about, and it's within 2 months. The only way you will go to the full board hearing is if the prosecutor and the victim requests it. Then it will go to the full board hearing where you could bring friends along, and you could have people speak on his behalf. When the prosecutor talks, it'll be through Skype. I've been to a few with the prosecutor that spoke through Skype. The last one I went was the Cleveland prosecutor. She was a female, and a friend of mine, her husband was going to the parole board, and our side did a good job presenting their case. But when the parole board started questioning the prosecutor, why do you believe this man has not changed? She did not answer the question. She talked around it. So I think that's why he got a parole, because she was not able to say why he has not changed. And all she's guessing, and I understand that there's only a small percentage that has reoffended and went back to prison, but not everybody's that way, and they still need to start paroling those people that have good conducts and not look at nature of offense. You know, they need to start taking those things in consideration. I remember years ago when Margaret G ran the parole board. Remember, she is the one that her and her boyfriend, Mr. Jackson, he was a hearing officer, and he got caught selling paroles with two guys from Grafton Correctional. But they locked up the two, they violated two from Grafton, put them back in prison, and promoted Mr. Jackson to a parole board member after he was disciplined for selling paroles. And that was Margaret G's boyfriend at the time. I don't know if they ever got married or not. But Margaret G now, or was, I don't know if she still is, getting people out on parole. It's like a money thing with her. And I don't know how she's doing it, if she knows some of the parole board members that she's trying to convince, you know, because there's a thin line there. You have to be careful how you do it. You can't tell a parole board, you know, I'm going to pay you, you know, if you parole my client's son and stuff. But I don't put nothing past anybody, because I've seen so much corruption over the years. One thing is, when a new director, who I have a lot of respect for, she's a nice lady, and I think she's really trying, but I think the governor puts a block to so much of it. She made a statement that she was going to appoint more transparency. It has not worked. Tom Herron, who I've known, he worked for the public defender's office, was you know, there, and then the other ones that she appointed, they're still denying paroles. I have not seen any change. You know, this is where we need the public to get involved. We need laws to change. We need people to support groups like Karen Feltz's group, because they care and they are working to fight for these people. You know, we will back them 100%, and we're here for you as well. If you know, if you have any concerns, or if there's any mistreatment going on, please let us know. Our email is changestartswithusohio@gmail.com. changestartswithusohio@gmail.com. Candace, our president, is changestartswithusohio@Candace@gmail.com. So that is changestartswithusohio.Candace@gmail.com. Our phone number is 380-799-3868. And our website, it's getting worked on. It will be back up and running soon. Is www.changestartswithusohio.org. Folks, we need you to help. We need people to get involved. Let's put aside differences on who you like, who you don't like. I know there's people that don't like me, that's fine. But the cause is bigger than I am. The cause is for 50,000 people behind bars that's being mistreated. You know, and helping those that should come home. So we got to get over selfish reasons or stuff like that. You know, I know one group who I will not mention the group, but I don't think they're doing things the proper way. For one, you don't refuse to work with other organizations. We attended several of their protests thinking they were going to support us. When we asked them about attending ours, they said absolutely not. That shows not a willingness. And I don't care. I mean, yeah, I had issues sometimes that I said things I shouldn't have, which I apologize for it. And part of it was for my previous stroke. Now I had another stroke. So, let's get over the hatred and the anger towards people and start really working for these people behind bars. Anywhere from our juveniles up to our adults. We need to get these people out on parole before they get at the age where they no longer can work. Let's get them out where they have 20 years or more that they can still work. Okay, everyone, I want you to have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.